Now, the four-time presidential candidate, Dr. Kizza Besigye, is once again challenging Uganda's justice system and this time accusing the High Court judge, Emmanuel Baguma, of either incompetence or bias in handling his ongoing treason case.
Either you are grossly incompetent, you could not read what was filed before you, or at least biased.
The case, which involves his co-accused Hajobed Lutale, has dragged on for years, and Besigye now says that justice is being deliberately delayed. During the latest court session, Justice Baguma finally allowed Dr. Kizza Besigye to personally address the court. When he spoke, his statement was detailed, painting a picture of what he called gross mishandling and judicial unfairness. Dr. Kizza Besigye began by revisiting his arrest in Nairobi, in Kenya, describing it as an illegal rendition. He told the court that he and Hajobed had traveled to Nairobi for a private visit, only to be arrested by men identifying themselves as Kenyan police officers. They were forced into a vehicle which only stopped twice, once at a petrol station and again at Malaba, before being handed over to Ugandan security at the Makindye military barracks. According to Besigye, that was the beginning of an unlawful detention process that violated both Ugandan and international law. He said that after being charged before the General Court Martial, even as civilians, the Supreme Court later nullified their trial there. However, despite that ruling, they continued to be detained illegally even after their remand warrant had expired. Besigye told the court that the Nakawa Chief Magistrates Court had indicted them to be tried under the International Crimes Division of the High Court, but instead, they were being presented here before Justice Baguma's court, which, he argued, is the wrong forum. To him, this is not a simple mix-up, but a systematic delay meant to frustrate their pursuit of justice. Besigye then raised another serious concern. He reminded the court that before their current appearance, they had filed a mandatory bail application before the same judge. But to their shock, Justice Baguma ruled that he was not aware of their trial earlier before the court-martial, despite the fact that all relevant documents, charge sheets, and evidence had been included in their bail application. Besigye emphasized that the prosecution never contested those documents and their lawyers made detailed references to them during their submissions. He further concluded that the judge's failure to acknowledge such crucial documents could only mean one of two things: either gross incompetence or bias. He went ahead to say that the judge's earlier comments during the bail hearing suggesting that the trial itself should proceed instead of granting them bail clearly showed prejudice and a predetermined mindset. This, Besigye said, has now compelled them to take the matter beyond the courtroom. He revealed that they have officially filed a complaint against Justice Baguma with the Uganda Judicial Service Commission, accusing him of bias and mishandling their case. He told the court that he believes the judge has already been served with a copy of their complaint.
Both of which we consider the very serious matters as we run to court. Everybody looks at court as a temple of justice. Lord, we are compelled to file a complaint against you with the Uganda Judicial Service Commission. And if you have not received the notification of that complaint by the Judicial Service Commission, as they are required to extend it to you.
Besigye further lamented that he and his co-accused have now spent almost a year in detention, losing valuable time and opportunities to do productive work. He called on the judiciary to ensure that justice is not only done, but seen to be done, especially in politically sensitive cases just like theirs. Despite his frustrations, he thanked Justice Baguma for finally allowing him to personally air out his concerns in open court and presented a copy of the complaint as part of the official record. As the courtroom drama unfolds, many are watching closely and wondering whether this will mark a turning point in Uganda's justice system or simply another chapter in Dr. Kizza Besigye's long struggle with the law. The Judicial Service Commission will now determine whether Justice Baguma should continue presiding over this case or step aside in the interest of fairness. At the moment, the treason trial continues, clouded with questions of legality, procedure, and judicial independence. Story compiled by Judith Kukunda, Uganda Radio Network, Kampala.